So let's put in a kick. Now let's add some hats. So you can actually just add a groove and just start. I've been waiting for this for such a long time. This is like by far my favorite feature of the update. Just to go back a little bit, yesterday I got an email from Apple saying that the new Logic Pro 10.5 was out and it had all these features and everything. So I went to the website, it looked really great, but I was like so excited because I saw that like one of the things that I've been looking for in my music production was finally there. You might be thinking, oh, he's probably talking about like the live loops. So as I was like scrolling through the email, I did not, see when the release date was. So I thought it was something that's going to happen in the future. And I was texting with my friend Jonas, and he sent me a text message showing me like the new Moog that just came out. It's cool, but I was a little bit more excited about Logic and like the update. So I actually just sent him, like a link to the new like Logic so he could like check it out. He's like a full-on Ableton fanboy, so I was like, okay, maybe we can turn him into a Logic user. But as I was like scrolling through like the website to read a little bit more of like the new updates, sure enough, right? Like I saw that you could actually do the update now, that it was for free for Logic users. So I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that they actually did this. As I was like texting him, I was like, oh dude, like I need to download this. You should like download it too. And like in 5 minutes, after I was like messing around with Logic, I was completely hooked with this new feature. For me, it's been all about sequencers, right? Because I'm not a keyboard player. I even made a video on how to like buy your first hardware sequencer, and I have probably around like 7 sequencers. There's 2 things that I look for in a sequencer. One, the ease of use, but at the same time, if I want to get complex with it, is it going to allow me to do that? So number 2, even though it's in Logic, can I use that with my external gear? Right now, we're actually going to do the test with the Analog 4 and also the Analog Rhythm. And then I'm going to pair it up as well with Alchemy. Let's see how amazing this thing is. I'm not trying to like talk Logic up, but this is just amazing for me. I think it's the best feature of all of them that they added. So right over here, if you want to add a new sequencer, you click Control and click with the mouse and then Pattern Region. And then over here you have your full-on step sequencer. It's really amazing. The other beautiful thing about this is that you have patterns that you can use with bass lines already like pre-made for you. So if you don't have an idea on like what you can do, you can just go over here, let's go pick a sound for Alchemy. Let's pick an old school bass line, and then you guys are gonna hear this. This is like just absolutely crazy. Okay, let's do this. All right, so now I am going to add, just a kick from the Analog Rhythm. So like right now that I just generated like a groove, and then you can start messing around with this, So a cool thing about this, right, is that step right here, C2, you can actually set it up so where it goes up, down, the random. And this is where it gets absolutely crazy and amazing. It just opens up a different kind of worms regarding like the actual sounds that you can get. You can also do that for the entire sequencer right here. But let me do this just for this one so you guys can hear how you can spice up your own groove. So let me show you guys. So now let's randomize all of them. So let's find a good sound. I don't like this sound, but let's find the one that might work. Okay, some more melodic sound, which is not bad. Now let's make it go crazy. So let's put in a kick. Now let's add some hats. So you can actually just add a groove and just start grooving with it. Take some of them out, mute them. Yeah, let's mute some of those. So now I'm gonna add an external instrument. When you have external synths, absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. Like, so right over here in multi-clock, we're gonna use port 2 because that's the one that's gonna be sending signal to the actual analog 4. And then we're gonna pick sound 1. Let's see what 1 has. All right, let's pick that sound, number 2, which is going to be more like a brass sound. We're going to add over here another pattern region. So in templates, the cool thing is that you can actually do chromatic, and it's going to have like all the keys and everything for that scale, which is amazing. So if you're not, a keyboard player like myself, man, this is cool. So from then on, I'm just going to start putting things down. So let's start here. So let's see how this sounds. I'm going to turn this one off. So it's an easy way to start a track. It's absolutely like, this is something that is so simple to use that is going to blow your mind, all the different possibilities that you can come up with. So over here, again, if you wanted to like randomize things and see how it sounds. It's just amazing. Yeah, so once I get my mind around it, I think that you can do like so many things. You can be using like your gear, do like a random pattern, but at the same time, you can be using like this sequencer to do another pattern with some instruments here, and the possibilities pretty much just became endless for me, and it's so simple. All right, guys, so I've made a couple of videos. I'm gonna link right over here. You can go and see the one with my sequencers. Have a good rest of your evening.